in this video, we're going to talk about simplifying polynomials. So at the end of the video, I want us to be able to add and subtract polynomials together and multiply one term by another polynomial. Okay, so when we are simplifying them, we have three steps. Step 1 is to distribute. Step 2 is to combine like terms. And then step 3 is to write it in standard form if we only have one variable. So let's go ahead and look at an example. We have 5x parentheses 2x plus 3 plus 9x squared. So remember, step 1 is to distribute. So 5x needs to be multiplied times everything on the inside. We multiply 5 times 2 first to give us 10. Remember, x times x gives us x squared. So I'm going to have an x squared here. When we are multiplying variables with exponents, remember, we add their power. So 1 plus 1 gave us that too. Okay, and then next we have 5x times 3, which is 15x. I'm going to bring down the 9x squared. Next, I'm going to combine my like terms. So that's step 2. I have a 10x squared and a 9x squared. 10 plus 9 is 19, and we keep the x squared the same. Bring down the 15x. I can't combine them because x squared is different than x. And then we need to write it in standard form. This already is in standard form. We have the x squared first and then the x. So this is my final answer. All right, let's do another one. So the next one, we have negative x plus 10 minus parentheses 3x squared plus 5x minus 10. Step 1 is always to distribute, but we need to be careful. It's tempting to say that the 10 needs to be distributed, but really there's a minus in front, and really that represents a negative 1. So I'm just going to distribute the negative 1. I'm going to bring down the negative x plus 10, and then negative 1 times 3x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 1 times 5x is negative 5x. And be careful here, negative times a negative gives me a positive 10. Okay, that was step 1. Step 2 is to combine your like terms. So I have a negative x and a negative 5x. Negative 1 minus 5 more gives me a negative 6x. Then I have 10 plus another 10, which gives me 20. And then the minus 3x squared needs to stay by itself. All right, step 3 is to put it in standard form. Remember, we're looking for the highest exponent. Here, that is the x squared. Make sure to take the negative 3 with you. Then we have the negative 6x, and then the number without the variable always goes last. There is my standard form of that polynomial. All right, the very last one. Again, we need to remember when we are multiplying variables with exponents, we always add their powers. So I like to put a 1 and a 1 here because really that's a to the 1 and b to the 1. All right, step 1 is to distribute, so that guy needs to be multiplied by everything on the inside. When we don't have a number in here, remember it's 1, so 1 times 2 is 2 for the coefficients. Then we have a to the 1 and a squared, so 1 plus 2 gives me a to the third, and then the only one is b, so I'm just going to put a b. All right, on to the next one. So 1 times 5 is 5. There's only one a, and then 1 plus 2 gives me b to the 3. Lastly, I have 4. I have an a and an a, which gives me a squared. B to the 1 times another b to the 1 also gives me b squared. So that's step 2. Step 3, I need to combine my like terms. I'm looking here, and every single term has to be exactly the same for me to combine it. A cubed b is not the same as ab cubed. All of these are a little bit different, so this is my final answer here. When you guys have multiple variables like an a and a b, you guys do not have to worry about writing it in standard form. All right, there's your overview. Again, remember, distribute, combine like terms, write in standard form if you can. If y'all have questions, come find me. If not, I'll see y'all in the next one.